Welcome back to this week's episode of Don't Mind Us. We hope you have your lighters and your flags ready.
We're gonna burn them.
We're going to burn them. We're going to have a ceremony to light those flags up.
Yeah, dude. So I know you had some plans, Jill. You're gonna do some burning of the American flag over the
I
weekend.
I
Show
have gone
your
I've gone to my local Home Depot and my local Lowe's and I've purchased all the flags. We are we
well,
are
how
going to
else, dude? Well,
light them
how
up.
else am I gonna express my freedom now? Hmm, I don't know.
Wow. I
Well,
I I didn't know that we needed a law to say that, to respect the American flag, but apparently it's now there.
yeah.
It's now there. So, welcome back. Christian, how you been?
Good, Jill. Good. Real good. How about you?
Man, I've been good. Uh, I've had a lot of I've had a lot of stuff going on. I had some stitches removed from my arm. I've
Oh
had
yeah, you're healing still.
I'm still healing, man. Um, Still swollen. I covered my hand up just for the podcast. Um, so it is what it is. God's got my back, and I appreciate him.
Yeah.
Um, I'd like to, before we continue with the podcast, I'd like to uh, run a commercial, if you will, for the lead podcast. Um, so I know I talk to you guys every week about all the shows that we have coming on. Um, if 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 you remember, Monday nights we have California Unfiltered. Tuesdays is Don't Mind Us. Wednesdays Latino Free Minds. Thursday um, is Calimente Libre, and that is now being hosted by Karina Powers. We also have La Patria, and then Friday is Point Blank Truth. And I'm just gonna roll it, and give Christian a second to get his camera sorted out.
Squad. That's the squad.
That was dope. I love that. I love that video that the team put together. Lovely production team. Lovely production value. Um, without further ado, we get into the news. The news that's been happening in the last week. Christian, what do
Well,
you know?
no, well, hold up, Gio. My understanding is you were on a podcast yesterday, huh?
Oh,
You double dip you dipping your toes in all these mediums. How was that?
you know what? It's a little exposure here and there. It was a fun, man. It was like a Joe Rogan podcast. It was like it was like an hour and a half. Um, we talked about some. Well, of course, we introduced ourselves to the world. But aside from that, we talked about some things that are trending with Latinos. We talked about our mission here at Latino Free Minds and Don't Mind Us. How we're not about um, meme culture and crapping on the liberals. It's more
Mhm.
about bringing them the information and trying to get them to um, come over to the other side. And what I appreciate about the podcast that we were on is she had no no issue with us bringing that information. Her
Mhm.
rule is, this is like a table talk. Um, we are friends. We're sitting around the table like we're drinking coffee, and we're not going to fight each other. We're just going to discuss everything that needs to be talked about. So I really appreciated it, and yeah, it was good.
That's good, dude. Getting more eyes on DMAU.
Oh, she's got a huge following.
Mhm.
It's with Dr. Keating's show, Dr. Denisha Keating's show. Huge audience, like 44,000 followers. So,
You were on that yesterday?
bro, I mean, we've had on Sheriff Chad Bianco on Latino Free Minds, but she's had him on. She actually discussed the situation of the BLM situation with him.
Mm.
She brought it up, and I
She
was like,
brought it up. No
"What?"
Kaepernick jersey there.
She sat down with Informed with Anthony. She's got another one coming out. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it, but she gave me some behind the scenes of some episodes that are coming out. Some
Mhm.
really big names. I was like, man, we if were we just on Joe Rogan podcast? Uh, so it was pretty dope. I really appreciated the discussion with her yesterday, and hopefully we can stay in contact with her, and she can help us open some doors, and we can help her open some doors. Um, but
We're opening doors.
before I go into yeah, man, before I continue into the I'm not talking about borders, I'm not talking about tearing borders down, just opening doors up for opportunities.
Mhm.
Before I move on, Christian, what have you been up to in the last week?
Oh, no, last week I was in Patterson, man. It's real hot out there. I don't know if I can handle that valley heat, man. It's real hot.
What the heck you doing in Patterson?
Patterson, just a little family get together, have a little thing out there. Got to dance a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Patterson's along the 5, isn't it?
Yeah, along the 5. I'd move out there, dude. It's nice. I
Heck
like it.
no.
No?
No.
Yeah, dude. I don't know about that heat, man. I was wearing out there, standing outside for a bit, and I was getting a little dizzy, dude. I was ready to tap out, but it
Oh,
was good. Got to
no,
see some family. That's always good, Gio.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad you had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And what about you? What were you up to aside from healing?
Aside from healing, you know what? The weekend was pretty busy. I have to admit, I went and, put down a down payment to get to take advantage of the federal tax credit on electric
Mhm.
vehicles.
Ooh, with the broken arm though?
I oh,
Okay. Like it's holding you back.
my wife test drove it.
No
Well,
way.
technically, the car drove us.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, I went and got one
Got
even
what?
after Elon went crazy.
You got a Tesla?
I got a Tesla on
No
order.
way,
Yes,
Gio,
sir.
dude.
I had to
That's
join the gang.
crazy.
I couldn't
That's
let Don't
bad.
Mind Us only have one.
That's crazy, Gio. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the tax credit ends September 31st. I don't know if they're gonna forward it, but your boy Trump killed it, which is whatever, you know.
Which is not a bad thing. As long as I can get my Tesla in time, I'll be completely happy.
Yeah, because I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my gas car. I'll be back. This is just for the meantime, right? But however,
I might not be back. I
I
don't
think,
know.
Gio, I think the advantage that your boy Elon, even though he may be crazy, the advantage he's got is he's still making these things for freaking cheap, right? I
Yeah.
think even though the tax credit is gonna end and can't the government's not gonna give you 7 Gs to buy your car, his cars are still cheap compared to all these other what is it, Rivian and those guys are still gonna be, that they're expensive, dude. They're
Dude,
expensive. There's no way I would've got this Tesla, dude, for this price if it wasn't for that tax break, or a car at this price
do
if it wasn't for
do
that tax.
I have this curiosity.
What?
Do
What?
do you think that after the, tax credit goes away, do you think that the prices go down?
Well, I think that's the whole thing. I think everybody else is gonna be forced to go down, and they're gonna have to kinda keep up with Tesla. So it's really gonna push these EV companies to, like, see what they're made out of because, you know, again, Elon's gonna come out with that $30,000. I think the Robo taxi, I
Robotaxi, yeah.
think that model is supposed to be like 30 or 35,000, and that's, what, like a 500 should be like a $500, $600 payment. Um, yeah, dude. I t They're fun, Gio. They're
I
really
can't I
fun,
do,
dude. So
I
they put the BBG on there, dude. They knew what to do, Gio. They
yeah,
put her
well,
on
the
there.
the thing is, I made an appointment to test drive the
No
Y and the
way.
3.
X. Uh-huh.
No, I was trying to put the X. He was like, "X, you got the X, right?"
Oh,
I was like, "No."
God.
Hey, these don't mind us, paychecks haven't come
Oh
through yet.
my gosh, they've been working out.
I have a reservation on the Cybertruck, but I'm waiting for those prices to come down.
Yeah.
Um, the
Cut
so
those rates.
exactly. So we took the 3, and I really liked it, man, I was so impressed, and
Right?
then we got into the Y,
Oh,
and, which one do you have?
I got the Treyway.
Okay, okay, 'cause I don't wanna offend you. So, we walked out to the Y, and I was like, "It's really bubbly, it's kinda ugly." We get inside, I'm like, "It's kinda the same." The roof is h taller.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a way bigger trunk, I get that. I get in the back, and I'm like, I don't really feel like it's much
Yeah.
bigger than the 3." So, inside of myself, I was like, I kinda want the 3 more." Um but I think, sensibly, I was like, maybe the bigger trunk is better for the family."
The little space counts, yeah. Even if
Right?
it's yeah.
But so we go inside and we're making we're negotiating. It's like
Mm,
Trump sitting at the table with Russia,
mm. With
and
Elon.
I was Trump and they were Russia
Uh-huh.
with Elon. Um, no, so, the guy's going through the stuff and he pulls this Quicksilver Y around because I was like, "What's Quicksilver
Ooh.
look like?" Quicksilver is their new color. So
Gio,
so he pulled it
that's a
around.
nice curler. That's
Yeah.
a good curler.
Yeah, so he pulled it around and I was like, "Ooh, I like it. I like
You
the Y and
knew
the
it.
Quicksilver."
You
We
knew
we
it.
come back inside and I was like, "So that what about that 0% APR?" And he goes, "Well, that one's only on the 3 if you get the full self-drive." And I'm like, "What if I get the Y with the full self-drive?"
Uh-huh.
And we were only offering that deal for the 3. I looked at my wife and I was like,
We're gonna have to get
"Alright,
both of them.
3.99 over 5 years." I don't wanna do the math in my head, but it's roughly gonna be between 5 and 6,000. Let's just say 5,500.
Right.
Full self-drive is 8,000. The Y costs about $2,000 more, so it's about 7,500. So,
Mhm.
do we get the 3 and pay an extra $500 for the 3? And she's like, "I do kinda like the 3 more. I like the
Mhm.
sporty look of it. The Y is kinda bubbly, it's kinda ugly." I'm like, "Yeah." I don't wanna say nothing. I don't wanna put my
Yeah, yeah.
impression on you.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get whatever you
You don't
want.
wanna taint
Whatever
the
you
taint
want
the
is
flavor.
yeah, whatever you want is what we're gonna get. And she was like, "Yeah, let's go
You're
with
gonna
the
be
3."
driving a BBG. You're gonna be driving
She's
me
like,
around. Yeah, I'm just a cripple, baby.
she's like, "Full self-drive at 0%?" I
It's
said,
gonna drive us around.
"Yeah." So,
We could both break both of our arms
hey,
right now, baby.
this whole time me and my wife were talking, the guy's doing the math, and then he comes back and he's like, "Yeah, it's about 5,600 and blah, blah, blah," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Wait,
no,
Gio,
we figured that out."
Gio,
Yeah.
did you tell him that you're on DMU or on leave? Did you mention? Did you or you trying to be humble?
I was trying to be
You
humble.
trying to be a little
Except for when he was like, And it all
Listen to my
depends on
podcast?
it. It all depends on your credit.
Uh-huh.
And I looked at my wife, and I didn't want to say nothing, but my wife was like, "Oh yeah, no, we're not worried about that." I'm like, "Come on, man."
That's the hottest thing you've ever said, baby.
My credit? You don't know me.
That's why we're using yours. What do you think grandma's doing right now? What do you think grandma's doing right now? You think she'd come down to the Tesla dealership,
Abuelita.
co-sign a little
I
bit?
need a cosigner.
We already got the Comcast on grandma's name.
Ya me
We got
jodiste, mijo.
we're gonna get the Tesla on grandma's name.
Yeah. No, so we put the order in, man. I'm really excited. So in about 4 to 5 weeks, should come in, just before the cutoff, so
Which one, Gio?
Oh, the Quicksilver Model 3.
3.
Yeah.
Nice, Gio.
Yeah, and the guy's like, "Do you want the high performance? Do you want the long range?" And I was like, "I need to be
Mm,
able to drive to the Bay Area without stopping, so let's go with the long
mhm.
range."
Yeah.
Um, and he's like, "Do you want the long range with four-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive?"
Missiles.
And I was like, "Well, I don't go camping. Which one has further mileage? That's what's more important to me. Is
Right.
which one goes further?" And he goes,
Uh-huh.
"The rear-wheel drive." And I was like, "Really? The one with less motors goes further?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, "Well, then that's the one. I mean, I wanna go further. I don't really
Oh,
care about speed." What do
you
I
just taught me that.
I'm like, I'm 30 something years old. I just almost died in a motorcycle accident. I don't have the need for speed anymore. I have the need for
Yeah.
slow. I have the need
Yeah.
for slow and long range.
Well, good for you, Gio. There's a little mode you could put on there. It's called chill mode. And
Chill mode.
because Gio, you'll be driving down 101 South, dude, and out of nowhere you'll look at the speedometer and you're going 95. And you're like, oh, I need to slow down like right now, dude. This is not me. So you really do gotta play around with that chill mode because it's real easy, dude. It's real you
I'm
don't even feel it.
I've watched a million YouTube videos on Teslas. And, yeah, I've heard about the chill mode, so I'm definitely gonna put it in there. But
Get it in there, dude.
I'm gonna have the full self-drive. Look, I just paid $8,000
You're
for it.
right.
I'm gonna
You're
use
right.
that thing. I'm gonna drive that, server into the ground. Elon Musk is gonna be calling me like, "Hey, you need to chill out on the full self-drive."
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
People are gonna get stickers that say, "Got this before Gio got his."
Got this before Geo got his. Got this before Geo went crazy.
That's cool, Gio. Oh, man. That's good. That's cool. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll get big trucks later.
Oh,
Hopefully.
I still have
Hopefully,
my
it's a Cybertruck.
I still have my gas guzzler.
Pause.
I'm not
Pause, Gio.
gonna so let's get into the news,
Let's
and
go,
and
baby.
I was gonna start with something else, but because we're talking about technology, I wanna first talk about Meta.
Mhm.
Have you heard
Ooh.
anything about Meta here in California? Meta's AI super PAC.
Ooh, there's a super
Meta
PAC.
Meta has launched a California super PAC to support AI-friendly candidates. Christian, what do you think about Meta creating a super PAC?
AI. What is a AI-friendly candidate? Somebody that likes AI?
Somebody that likes AI.
Somebody that likes AI. So who doesn't like AI? Who's hating on AI
I
right
don't
now? We
honestly,
got some
I don't know who's hating on AI because Trump is
AI is a
pushing
little
for AI.
scary.
Oh, is he trying to back Trump to this? I don't know.
Mm,
I don't think so. I don't think he's trying to back Trump. I'm just trying to get the audience excited. No, you know, I was curious when I saw this news. Were they talking about doing this, or have they already done this? And apparently, they've already filed. This
mm.
super PAC is now existent. They are now funding candidates. There's no specifics on who the candidates are yet, but they did say that they are nonpartisan. So they will
Either
back
or,
Republicans or Democrats
being greedy.
or anything else.
They're being greedy.
It's all about who is AI friendly.
Mm,
So I'll give it to them with that news. I'm curious to see how this turns out in a few years. Who
Mhm.
did they really back? Because these things always get started, and then you come back later and you're like, oh, they're super left wing. They just backed all the crazy guys, or they're super right wing. They just went after all of the guys that Trump loves. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I,
The AI super PAC funded all those Post Malone concerts. What the fuck? They funded Post Malone? Yeah, that's
Post
what you'll
Malone.
find out. That's what you'll find out later.
Yeah, yeah. We know we had to fund tickets for the Post Malone
Yeah, we
concert
had to get
because
some
he
tickets.
was going to announce that they should vote for so and so. So,
Yeah.
and people listen. And look, man,
Hey, Kamala had Meg the Stallion. I don't even know who that is, and she had her up there.
I have to announce before we go on any further.
Mm.
Taylor Swift has come off the market. She is now engaged to Travis Kelsey.
Who's that?
He
I mean,
is.
I know Travis Kelce. I don't know. Travis Kelce's that big whiny baby that loves vaccines. He can't stop taking vaccines, dude. That's who I know.
Maybe
Travis
that's
Kelce.
why he's lost the Super Bowl. I'm not making allegations. I'm just assuming.
Yeah, dude. I want. Yeah, we gotta be careful talking about the T Swift, dude. The Hive is not the Hive. What are they called?
The
The
Beehive?
Swifties.
Oh, the Swifties, yeah,
The
no.
Swifties will
Y
come after us, dude, and don't mind us. Will be no more.
yeah, no,
They
no,
will
no.
mind us.
I was just congratulating them. Is the only reason I brought it up is I wanted to congratulate them on the exciting news that
Fuck the
they
Chiefs, Gio. I knew you were a Raider fan. I
No,
absolutely
man.
knew it.
No way, I'm not a gay. I'm not a gay.
Oh man,
Hey, did we talk about that last week? This feels like deja vu.
what?
Where you said if I was a Raider fan, and I was like, "I'm not gay."
Yeah, I called you a Raider fan, and I'm gonna call you a Raider fan until you shake this off.
No.
Travis Kelsey, shout out.
So into the real news. Into the real news. You might have heard about this, Christian. The
Mm.
Federal Reserve governor firing drama. The Trump
Ooh,
administration,
is that Lisa Cook? Lisa Cook.
that's her.
That's Lisa Cook.
They're attempting to remove a Fed governor over mortgage fraud allegations. What'd you hear?
I heard Trump is trying to do it illegally. I don't know. I don't know. That's the word
Trying to
on
do it
liberal.
illegally?
Illegally. That's what liberal Twitter says.
Well, I
See, look,
have.
Jill, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you being on your little fascist right wing Twitter. And I'm more in tuned, with the people.
Listen,
I'm the people's
listen,
people. And liberal Twitter says
listen, you
Trump is trying
socialist.
to get it. Yeah. Go on. Uh-huh.
You
Go on.
commie. No, no. uh, so apparently, the
Mhm.
governor failed to disclose financial details in a mortgage of a mortgage transaction.
They tend to fail a lot. Jill. They tend
You know what? I got into an argument with
family,
no. So first I went to Grok, and
coworker.
I got into an argument with Grok because she kept giving me the details of this story, but like with all sorts of political leanings. And I'm like, you know what, Grok, I'm sick of you being political and
Mhm.
putting in your
You want Nazi Grok.
biases. Yeah, exactly.
You want Nazi Grok.
No,
What
I
was he?
called her out.
Nazizilla?
Nazis. I don't know. I,
Grokzilla?
I don't know about it.
Ah, nah, you know, Grok.
I don't know about it. So I went to ChatGPT to get more information, and it was kind of the same thing, very biased.
Uh-huh.
Um, so there's something that I noticed here. Uh, she's under investigation for mortgage undisclosure.
Mhm.
Sounds very similar to another guy that was taken to court under for another real estate deal. I don't know. What's his name?
I think the
Donald
lead.
J.
Yeah.
Trump. Who was found not guilty of all. No, I think they didn't they find him guilty in New York
I don't know. Get him.
for not disclose or for lying about the value of a home in Florida or something.
Wasn't he saying that like he was saying it was a certain price, and they're saying, "Nah, it's
Yeah,
less.
they came back later and were like, "No, it's worth less."
It's
Uh,
worth less, dude." You get at, and I think if you were
thi
to
look,
say the
this is
number
why I
out
got
loud, you would call it. I think what 20 million,
this
twenty
is why I
million
got
for
into an argument
Mar-a-Lago,
with
Gio.
Grok. This is why I got into an argument with Grok because
Okay,
Grok made it sound like
Rock,
Trump
you
did
dumb bitch.
something totally evil, that he committed fraud and lied about the value of the house, and all I can think was, you know what? When they approved that value that he told them that it was worth, they coulda looked at comps.
Mhm.
They could have checked it. They could have reviewed it. They let it go. They didn't care about it. But here we are now with the similar-ish, well, not necessarily
Here
similar.
we are now.
Grok made it very clear to me that this wasn't the same thing.
Not the
It's
same thing.
not the same thing. This
Not at all.
Trump lied
Trump
while
lied.
she did not disclose.
2 different things,
2
right?
different things. A
I don't wanna hear
lie and
this.
non-disclosure are 2
Well,
different things.
that just, adds to my case where liberal Twitter's right. They're going to bat for Lisa Cook, and Trump's trying to legally fire her. So, I'll
Look,
go with that.
this is why you don't go after your political opponents.
Mm.
Because when they're in charge, they come back at you, and Trump's coming back at them, and they don't like it. Well, you should have thought about that before you came after him. That's just my
What
opinion.
what's that movie? This Is the End. He goes, "You coming on me? Oh, come on, you fucking harder. Oh, come on." With Dave Franco. Is it Dave Franco? Yeah, James Franco.
I
"Son,
completely forgot about that, but yeah, sounds right.
I come all over these. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, and essentially, same thing.
I mean, AI says it's different.
Oh, oh, you're right, you're right, you're right, and if 2 chat BBTs are saying that, they must be right, they coincide, so
I think they have their biases, and I was calling it out, and they kept saying, "Oh, you're right. Let me remove any biases. This is
yeah,
different because," and I'm like,
yeah.
"You stupid
You
bitch."
fucking bitch. So I'm gonna use Chinese chat GBD. I'm gonna use fucking Chinese chat GBD, dude, and see what's up.
Yeah, Chinese ones wouldn't lie to us. We know the Chinese love us. That's why
No,
we have
dude.
TikTok.
Yep. So we got TikTok back, and we're having so much fun on TikTok.
Oh, man,
I didn't try to take that from me, dude. The ability to get a TikTok.
National Guard deployment tug of war. Here we go again. We
National
talked
Guard.
about this last week.
Uh-huh.
So why am I bringing it up again? Why am I bringing it up again? Because
Bring it
there's
up
still
again.
a debate over Trump's push to deploy the National
Oh,
Guard to certain cities with states resisting. He wants to spread the love with the National Guard. What do you think, Christian?
yeah. I heard Gio, I didn't know it was so bad, dude. Something about the record of, like, this is the first 7 days without a murder?
What?
Gio, it's the first 7 days in I don't know how long, and shit, I don't know how long, that
Hey, send the National
without
Guard.
murder. Dude, well, yesterday I was seeing maybe he might do it to Chi-Town. Maybe he might send the National Guard to Chi-Town, and if you ask me, maybe it's
7
time to
days.
send him to Chi-Town.
7 days without murder.
7 days.
And you remember last week we talked about this, the issue that the Democrats had with him sending the National Guard into Washington D.C. is that they alleged that the violent crime rate in Washington D.C. had declined by
Mhm,
like, was it like 30%? Like it was just at the lowest point it has ever been in 30 years or something like that. Something with 30.
mhm.
And all I can think was, okay, but it's still terrible, and, it's still terrible. The rate's not good. On top of that, there's whistleblowers coming out and saying that, oh, you guys are lying about the statistics because you're underreporting the crimes.
Underreporting or not reporting at all.
You
I've
know,
seen it.
downgrading the crimes. What an issue.
Oh,
What a
mhm,
problem. Nobody
slap
wants
on
to
the
talk about it.
wrist.
We're talking about it now. We're talking about it now. That's all I'm saying is we're talking about it. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings.
Talk about stats, dude. You know who else is fucking bullshitting? Gavin Newsom, dude. I don't know if you see him going off, man. I mean, I saw he brought some merch up. He's got some merch up that says Newsom. Lame. You gotta this
Gavin
guy is
Newsom was
lame.
right on the whole time.
Gavin Newsom was right the whole time, and I still show me, buddy. Pause. The other one, I don't know if you've seen where he's like boasting about all these California is number one in this, and we're dope, and we're number one in this, and we're number two in this, number one in this, and we're number one in this. And like somebody called him out and was like, "Yeah, dude," and he always ended it with per capita. And it's like, yeah, I guess he's got to end it with per capita because we got 40 million in our state, right? That's we're gonna beat everybody, right? So
Yeah.
wow, dude.
Yeah,
Wow.
he loves to twist the facts. For the people that are
Mhm.
watching outside of California, this is your warning. It's not all sunshine and rainbows here. It kind of sucks, and Gavin Newsom sucks, and I really don't know how he's been voted in 3 times.
Thanks,
2
Lexit.
yeah, thanks, Lexit, for not
Thanks,
backing
Lexit. That
a
was you.
candidate,
That was
you
that, that
fags.
was that was
No.
you. That was you, dude. Because you told us not to do it, dude. And I was with you. I signed up. I I was on the list for emails, and I got the one that said, "Nope, nope, this guy is not. He's not. He's pro. What is it? Pro-choice."
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
not.
And they're probably going through all their paperwork trying to find the NDA that they think that I signed. I didn't sign it. Keep looking. It's not signed. You didn't take me off of the chat group, but I didn't sign it.
I did it.
So,
We
but I'm
didn't
not
sign
gonna
it.
expose you guys. I'm just
Anyways, Gio, fuck it.
yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why we brought that up. Anyways, that was your fault. That was still your fault that Gavin Newsom. We had him, dude.
No, you know what? It wasn't their fault. I mean, we
No,
would have
no,
lost
obviously
anyways.
not their fault.
Nobody gave a
But
shit
I,
about
you
who
asked me, Gio.
voted.
You asked me, Gio.
I
Yeah,
gotta blame somebody.
yeah.
It
I
wasn't my
gotta.
fault. I voted for the Republican
I
candidate.
voted, dude. Gio, it's so funny, dude. When I went to we were outside of Bass Pro over there in San Jose on Cherry, right? And it was me and my BBG, my fiance, and we see the sign, we see the tent right outside, and it says, "Oh, sign here or to get what was it, Gio? Sorry, I'm blanking right now. To get Gavin Newsom out of there. Uh,
How
the
many
the
times?
election.
How many times did you sign it?
Well, no, I just signed it one time, but oh my gosh, so I'm signing up, right? And I was like, all right, well, me and my, a girlfriend at the time, we'll sign together. And I sign, and then he looks at me and he goes, "Now, is it all right if she signs?" I was like, "Yeah, man, ask her. I don't know. Don't ask me." But it was like that was cool. I was like, "That's right,
Yeah.
babe. I get to say, I get to say if you can vote against our governor." I
Well
am the majority at my house.
no,
And how
I
about you, baby? You're gonna follow me. This year, I want Kambala.
I want Kamala. We're voting
Yeah,
for
man.
Kamala. Um, yeah, so what do you think about the National Guard being deployed in other cities? I agree with it. It's like you said, 7 days of no homicides? Is that what you said?
Right. 7 days.
That's amazing.
That's
Um,
crazy. Well, it's even crazier to think, Gio, that it's like, well, what if this was your community, Gio, and they hit you with that stat? And you're like, "Hey, Gio, do you know? Do you happen to know it's been 7 days since our last murder?"
you know what it is, Christian? It's not just that. These leaders that keep pushing back, you look at their cities and they're full of crime, right? It's like you're you claim to be working on it and you're fudging the statistics. Everybody knows you're fudging the statistics.
Fudging
People have been
'em.
saying it for years, but now that the National Guard is going in, suddenly those statistics are the holy grail. And to me, when you send in the National Guard and suddenly for 7 days there's no homicides, it's got to be a tactic that's used in these cities.
Mhm. Mhm. You gotta wonder, Gio, and if it's working out so so great, you know, where else? Like you said, I mentioned Chi-Town, earlier.
I have this concern though, Christian. It's not so much that the National Guard was sent in, it's what were the police or the law enforcement that were there? What were they failing to do? What is it?
Now,
It
okay.
so to me, maybe the National Guard, you know, maybe they stick around and do an investigation. I don't know.
Mm,
I don't have
mm.
a problem
How about
with
we
funds and for
investigate the
investigation.
investigators? Huh? Is that
Ooh,
what you're saying, Gio?
that's what I'm
Investigate the
saying.
investigators.
Find out what's going on. Why aren't local law enforcement, agencies doing the job?
Have the perpetrators walk and
I'm
pay.
I'm not coming down on local law enforcement
It's
in every
coming on you
instance.
guys.
I know there are instances where your local government doesn't allow the local law enforcement to do certain
Mhm.
things. Whatever the reason is, it needs to be investigated. That's my opinion. I'm not
Absolutely.
sending suggestions to Donald Trump. I'm not sending suggestions to these cities. All I'm saying is I find it interesting. 7
Little
days,
interesting.
homicides.
Little
I
connecting the dots.
just,
Well, Gio, talking about, making the perpetrators walk and investigating the investigators. I saw a cool I heard a cool podcast, the Joe Rogan. It was with the guy Ed Calderon. And he's
Oh,
like,
I haven't finished it. It's a really good one so
it's
far though.
so good, dude. And he pretty much comes out with, Mexico is, I guess there's a guy out there, shout out Super Police. His name is Super Police. And he's come to the realization that, like you said, investigate the investigators. He's arresting mayors. He's arresting municipal people, people like cops, sheriffs, chiefs, all that. And he's realizing, it's not just I think he said not just narcos from the mountains, it's they're well embedded inside the system itself of democracy. Yeah.
I I haven't gotten that far yet, but it's that's why I'm saying we just need to go in there and find out why the law enforcement isn't able to curb the crime.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to come down on law enforcement. At the same time, I'm trying to come down on law enforcement because you're
You
getting
gotta
paid
come
to
on
do a
them.
certain job. You gotta come on them. You
You
gotta come
gotta
on them
come on the
hard.
you gotta come on them sometimes, dude, because sometimes they just don't want to. I'm again, I've mentioned this anecdotal whatever evidence before, maybe on 2 pod 2 episodes already. But I've run into that incident too where I had an employee, he was doing some construction and he was in Hayward Haystacks, and he got shot in the back, you know? And, it left a big, big, big welt, dude, on his back. Got blood out of him. And, another guy that was working with him kind of saw somebody shoot across from a 4-lane, kind of like a little highway, right? It's 4 lanes, 4 lanes. And, f you know about guns, Jill. Like, something that's gonna shoot across, I can't see a BB or, like, a pellet gun leaving a welt, this big. This guy, these guys, the construction guys, they wear jackets and sweaters over, but it was still able to get to his back. And, when I had to call the police and let them know, "Hey, man, my guy got shot." And when I got there, this big Chicano guy, he just stood right over me, just trying to be intimidating. And he's like, "What happened?" And I go, "Oh man, well, one of my employees, got shot in the back. Shot. Why are you saying shot? And I go, oh man, well if you look at the welt, on the back, he's broke some skin, and they're saying that they saw somebody with a rifle type looking thing shoot across and then just run away. And he's like, "Well, I don't know why you're saying shot. I don't know if how you know that." So, "Oh man, well talk to him, man. I don't know, man. Just look at his back, you know." And the first thing he told him, because this guy wasn't citizen, he's a citizen, but still doesn't know any English, right? And he goes, "Oh man." So first thing he tells him, I said, "Well, talk to him. Don't talk to me. He already got me upset. Fucking not trying to come hard on the police, but sometimes you gotta come on them."
Yeah.
And this guy, first thing he asks him, he goes, "Okay, so do you wanna report this or not?" You know? And it's like, "What do you mean you do you wanna
Yeah.
somebody's out there, if you don't wanna call it a gun, if you don't wanna call it a 22, if you don't wanna call it a pellet gun, if you don't wanna call it something like that, you got somebody shooting fucking rubber bands, you know, at these guys. Maybe you guys should go look for him,
Some
you know?
hard rubbers.
Don't ask if this guy wants to report it or not. It happened. That should be reported. You got somebody running around. So now when it comes up later in a week or two and this guy running around shooting people, shoot somebody in the face with whatever projectile he's using, it's just gonna be the first time, right? There is no connection to this guy's been terrorizing Hayward for like 2 months now, because not reported. That's just Hayward. That's just one time with me being there. I'm not hanging around with the police, but that's my anecdotal evidence from the one time where Chicano police went. So, do you want to report this or what? It's like, dude, get out of here, bro. All right, I see what's up. I get it. I don't want to do reports sometimes. You
Yeah.
don't want to come on them, but you got to come on them sometimes.
Oh man, I think that would have pissed me off. Like we called you. What?
You- You're here, bro. Please. There's something scary out there. Please go do something.
Do we want to report? Nah, we
Yeah.
don't want to report it.
No,
We
man. We're
we just wanted to hang out with you.
Yeah,
You look
dude.
like
So
a
it's
cool
like,
guy. We were at 7-Eleven. We saw you across the way, and we're like, "Can you send
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
a vehicle 123? We just want to chill with the guy. He looks cool." No,
I'm
dude,
telling you, Joe.
get your report book out. Write it down the details.
I'm telling you, Joe. I'm telling
So,
you.
speaking of our leaders,
Oh.
there's a new there's a new voting rights bill in Congress, a federal bill setting national standards for voting access, sparking partisan debate. Ooh, so there's a bill, and this one's probably going to trigger you a little bit, Christian, because Democrats are backing this
Ooh.
bill. Uh, keep
Well,
in
I
mind
am on liberal Twitter, so I
Keep in
might.
mind keep in mind what Republicans are wanting to do with voting. What's the biggest
Uh-huh.
thing that the
Ooh,
conservatives want?
Texas,
No, no, no.
gerrymandering. No?
Let's not talk about gerrymandering. I'm just saying,
Okay.
what are they concerned with? What is the one thing that they want to happen when people go vote?
Oh, are you talking show some ID?
Ooh, show some ID.
You
Think
show
about
some ID?
I want you to
I'm not
think about
smart enough to get to have an ID though, Gio. I don't know where I'm gonna put 2 brain cells together to go walk to I don't even know where there's a DMV for me to go get my real ID, let alone find a Comcast
real
or
ID.
something like that,
Well,
but
get ready to stand in line.
go
No,
on.
so check this out. I want you to think about the voter
Thinking.
ID when I go through this list of what is in this bill. The new pre-clearance formula. The bill establishes a new formula to determine which states and localities need federal approval before changing their voting laws. Restoration of Voting Rights Act protections. It reinstates and updates part of the Voting Rights Act to address modern forms of voter discrimination. Federal oversight on election law changes jurisdictions with history of discrimination must get federal preclearance for changes to voting practices. Enhanced transparency requirements. The bill increases transparency by requiring states to publicly announce changes to voting laws. Protections against voter suppression. It aims to ensure that changes to voting procedures do not disproportionately impact minority communities. What does that all remind you of? They don't want voter ID. So I think what they're trying to do here,
Mhm.
see the Republicans are looking at the last couple elections and they see that maybe there was some funny business going on,
Mhm.
right? And how do you eliminate funny business? You
Legitimize.
you legitimize it by making people show their, I don't know, ID.
Mhm. The birthmarks.
Let's just verify that you are you,
Mhm.
so that we know that you actually voted and you all actually voted once.
One time.
And the Democrats are like, "Ooh, that's racist. Voter ID, that's
Already.
discrimination." I don't know. I'm I like to sometimes, I often fill in the white bubble,
Mhm.
but at the same time,
Hell yeah to the white bubble, dude. I ain't never spit you. Give me that white bubble, dude. I'll sign it. Go on. Go on.
but as somebody who's technically a minority, I'm just like, why do you think it's so difficult for me to go out and get identification so that I can vote?
Well, Gio, the governor of New York thinks you're too dumb to open up a damn computer, dude. You don't know what a
I
damn computer is? Stop playing around.
Yo, I can't go purchase ammunition without a real ID, but I can go
You
vote.
need insurance. I told you.
You need insurance. I know I have insurance. No, but to me, it's just silly, like coming out and saying that minorities,
That's
it's
you.
difficult for them to get identification. What, bro? Like we all drive.
I can't even. I don't
It's
even know how.
illegals can get an
I
identification.
don't even know how. And honestly, Gio, I've been lagging on my real ID, and it is okay. Maybe they got me because it's been it's been a little difficult for me to get my Comcast 3 forms of ID and 3 forms of residency. I know it's not difficult, Gio, but
I'm
it is
not
a little
mad at
time
you.
rather.
Let me tell
But
you why I'm not mad at you. When I went and got my motorcycle license
this real
like
ID is
4 or 5
bullshit,
years ago,
Gio. Uh huh.
I had the opportunity to get the real ID.
Uh huh.
Uh, Allegedly, it was gonna be a requirement. It was ending, like, very soon, but they ended up extending it again. They always extended it.
Every day always makes that. They tell me it's February 25th, 2007.
Yeah, so I was like, "I'm just gonna get it." So I got all the ID. I went to the DMV. She went through my paperwork. She was like, "Alright, you're all ready to go." I got my ID. Guess what it said on it? Federal limits apply.
What?
Federal limits
She
apply.
gave you regular? She gave you the Fed ID?
She gave me the Fed ID. I was like, I paid for the real one. I did all the paperwork, and you're gonna treat me like federal limits apply to me?
She hit you
Like
with the
some sort of
FLA.
second class illegal citizen?
That's
Oh my god. That's how
she
I
get you she gave you the beaner. She gave you the beaner ID.
felt.
Dang, Gio.
Oh man.
I feel so defeated just because fighting the paperwork and putting it together and going to the DMV. They're onto something. The governor of New York here. Not so much I'm dumb as I'm a little lazy.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. But hey, let FIFA 26 drop at 9 p.m. and I'll be there at GameStop with 7 forms of ID if I fucking need it. Don't tell Danny.
We yeah.
We don't play video games. Shout out Silva, Fortnite. I'll play with you later, brother. Go to sleep.
So speaking of bills, I have this last one to bring up, and this one's related to California. There is a bipartisan California housing bill, a new bipartisan bill to streamline permitting for affordable housing projects in California. Your tax dollar at work.
I hate I hate affordable.
Hey,
I hate affordable in the government, program.
it's bipartisan though, Christian.
Oh, Imma say it like the way Trump called me about the Epstein list, what we still don't know. Some stupid people on both sides and some foolish Republicans. That's me. Apparently, that's me.
So apparently there's a housing shortage for
Right.
the um uh lower class. I don't want to say lower class.
You mean they can't afford houses?
They can't afford houses.
I can't go with
The unaffordables. Yeah. So they need housing, right?
Right.
But we just gave them all this money to work at McDonald's. They're making like what, like 20 something dollars an hour, dude.
Mhm.
They were supposed to have livable wages.
Livable.
So
Livable.
now that they have livable wages, they also want to give them more housing projects.
We keep printing money, dude. We keep
I'm
printing
not trying
money.
to I'm not trying to sound like I
A libertarian?
don't have I'm not trying to sound unsympathetic. People should be able to have a shelter, um, but at
You
the
gotta
same
be
time,
able to earn it.
I pay taxes.
Mhm.
And I just find it very convenient with all this news in Los Angeles after those fires. They want to build affordable housing in the Palisades. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. You want to build affordable housing in the Palisades?
In the Palisades.
What?
The Palisades. You know what, Gio? Actually, we were gonna do affordable housings over here in, Atherton, Menlo Atherton. I mean, these are $20 million, not way more expensive than Mar-a-Lago, you know? But, you know, there was a little thing going up where we're gonna put a little bit of Section 8, over in, Menlo Atherton, and guess who said no? Guess who didn't want that?
The techies.
Three-point shooter, all-star player, Curry.
No way.
Stephen
Curry
Curry
said no
Stephen
to
Curry
affordable
voted
housing.
no. Stephen Curry did not want section because it was gonna be right next to his house, dude, and I understand, Stefan. I understand, dude. I don't wanna want those I don't want those people anywhere by my house. Anyways. I understand, Gio.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand, right? That's the argument we're making. Why would you put Section 8
Well,
in Malibu?
that's why I brought it because I heard that and I was like,
What is it,
bipartisan?
Pepperdine? You're gonna put Section 8 on that's where they filmed Zoe 101, dude.
We
No.
talked about that last week.
No. No, you're gonna ruin no. Just no. No.
Yeah, yeah.
No to Section 8. You
We're just
gotta
yeah.
save up for a down payment. Gio, how did you do it?
I saved up,
You
bro.
saved up, and
N
you got yourself a Tesla.
cup noodles and bologna sandwiches.
You better get it
It
together,
was
dude.
hard. It was hard, but I saved up enough money, and I applied for my little FHA loan, and I bought a house that I could afford. I lived in
Mhm.
that for a few years. I sold that. Um, I tried to sell it. I almost sold it at a loss, but, things didn't work out.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Held on to the house, rented it out, came back a few years later, sold it, and actually made a good profit and bought a bigger house. A lot of this is luck, man, but to give it all away and have this be a bipartisan bill to streamline affordable housing,
We gotta investigate these guys.
I'm sick of it. Investigate these.
Somebody's
Investigate.
getting their hands rubbed. Well, Gio, I just saw a video, and again, it must be true, all right? Because it's a video on liberal Twitter. Um, I saw where your girl oh, man, who's that, funky looking black lady, from LA, the mayor of LA?
Bass, Mayor Bass.
Mayor Bass, dude. So she apparently used some money she used some money for those fires, right? For the to repair and, she used some of that money to remodel a park that never got burned down,
What?
right? Yeah, didn't get burned
No.
down, but she still went ahead and remodeled it, and guess what the theme is? Firefighters. Isn't that a little weird, Gio? Isn't that a little weird that they got fire trucks on like, oh, look, here's some trauma. This is where it all burnt down, and we got some fire trucks. The jungle gym's a fire truck. The monkey bars are fire trucks. Yeah, dude, crazy stuff.
Talk
Great.
about
Let's go. What's
unsympathetic.
going on over
They
there,
call Donald
dude?
Trump unsympathetic.
What's
That's
going on over
that's
there?
mean.
That's weird, Gio.
We
That's weird. Talk about statues,
hey,
right? You don't
we
want to.
we didn't fill up the reservoirs for you guys, but here's a park with some fire trucks.
Yeah. Here's a statue of the empty reservoir.
That's messed up. That's dirty.
That's crazy, Gio.
Yeah,
So
I don't
a
like
lot
it.
of funky stuff going on in California, especially with the Palisades. Some
Yeah.
guy actually bought Gio a whole bunch of like oceanfront, like 64 million, I think, worth of land he bought.
What's he trying to do with
That's
that?
China. I don't know. More
60
Section 8?
64 million, and
64
then
million.
the state's gonna come in and claim that land up, and he's just gonna lose that because they're gonna build some
See,
Section 8 housing.
BlackRock.
Beachfront, Section A. Section 8.
BlackRock.
BlackRock.
Section Blackstone.
BlackRock, Blackstone, Vanguard. Yeah. It's look, it's all your money being repurposed to make them
Mhm.
more money.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, we're
Painting the wall.
yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that? We're painting the wall.
No, what does that mean?
No, we're just painting the wall because they said again, I don't know. I saw this on liberal Twitter.
Painting the
But
wall.
apparently Trump is painting the wall because painting it black or a certain color because that color makes the
Oh, yeah, I did
makes
see that.
makes the steel hotter or something.
Oh,
So
what?
yeah, I don't know about you, Joe. I touched some hot ass metal today. I would not climb some
I
hot ass
saw
metal.
that. I saw Kristi Noem out there painting the wall the fence black. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not against that.
Gio, is that
What?
DEI? Is Christy no DEI, dude? Be honest with me, dude. Is that a little bit of DEI? Look, I mean, I don't even know who Christy Nome is, right? But it's like, oh, look, we're kind of good looking over here at the, you know. Yeah,
I
we're
am
taking people, but look at her. That's the mascot.
look how pretty I am.
Yeah.
You're right.
South Park makes her face melt, and I can see it. Yeah.
Look, I'm just warning you guys of all this stuff going on, all these bills. A lot of them are very it's just weird. It's just weird.
It's just
I mean,
weird. They're coming after
housing,
Cracker Barrel. It's weird.
coming out the Cracker Barrel. The only person that can save them is Sydney Sweeney, and that's just how life goes. Pay attention, open your
Mhm.
eyes, people.
Open 'em. Stay woke. Yeah,
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen, we appreciate you guys listening to Don't Mind Us. We will be back with you guys next week.
Mhm.
Um, expect us to be on at 7 o'clock. Um, I'll admit that with these injuries, it takes me a little bit longer to get
Uh-huh.
plugged in, but be patient and we'll be on. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Have a good one, guys.